Welcome back to News 3. Well, in this era of streaming services and social media, we sometimes forget one very important resource for learning and entertainment. That is, of course, your local public library. Well, I'm joined now by Shelley Hudspeth. She is with the Marion Carnegie Library, and that's celebrating its 110th year this year. Welcome to the show, Shelley.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course. Hey, congratulations, 110 years. Now, I know that you weren't there at the start.
No.
But you're there for the 110 years. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a big deal.
It is a very big deal. We're so excited to celebrate and to bring the community in and help us celebrate.
Absolutely. Well, why don't you, since we're on the topic, why don't we talk just a little bit about the history of the library?
Okay, so Marion Carnegie Library was opened on February 29th, 1916. In 1997, they did a very large expansion and added like 2/3 more space.
Wow.
And, it was huge. And now we have 3 floors. We have a basement and the main floor, and then the young adult department on the top floor. So 3 floors of books, about 100,000 items in the whole library.
Wow.
And we added the young adult floor, I think, in 2007.
The floor. I like that. We added the floor in 2007. That's amazing, though. That is fantastic. Well, speaking of the history, I'm sure that everyone in our audience recognizes a part of the library's name, Carnegie. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Mr. Carnegie was very generous and seeded thousands of libraries across America in the early 1900s. We were very lucky to receive our grant probably in 1915, I believe.
Wow.
It took several applications actually to earn it, but then we opened in 1916. Now there's a little over 1,000 Carnegie libraries left, but we feel very fortunate to have one in Marion.
Hey, perseverance, it pays off, right? Well, libraries, they've really had to change with the times. I would say especially over the last 20, 30 years, particularly 10, 20, I would say just a huge influx and changes. What have you done there at the library to adapt with the times?
We offer free Wi-Fi. We have public computers that are out on the floor for use. We also, all you have to have is a library card or an ID. We also offer a couple of apps on your phone. So we have a cloud library that you can listen to books or read them on your phone or your Kindle. And then we also have Libby. We recently added Libby to our repertoire.
Please tell us what Libby is.
It's another book app that you can look up books and listen to them or read them on your phone.
Just another way to access books.
An additional collection of books to find.
Okay.
And then also, I forget to mention this, we have a very large database that's available, and it does all kinds, like if you need mechanical information about your 1962 Ford, or you need information about, studying for your GED or other SATs or any of those kinds of big tests that require extra study, that we have resources that are free. We have homeschooling resources on our website. There's all kinds of stuff that you can find if you go to marioncarnegielibrary.org.
And if you know how to look for it, right? That's part of where you come in as well, I assume.
Yes, and we're happy to help anytime.
Of course. Well, throughout all of the technical changes, the library does seem of utmost importance still. Now, can you tell us what makes the library still relevant? And my producer, Brian, would say in part, that would be the smell of the books. But you've got a different answer for that.
I don't want to smell the books. I'm sorry. They do smell good when you first walk into the building.
They do. It does have a certain scent.
I don't recommend getting real close.
Okay. Note taken.
No,
Thank you.
I wouldn't do that. You don't know where that book's been. It's public. It's a public book. But we do offer space for people to gather, and things like we have a playroom in the children's department, and we have watched children and families come together and just grow through the library, become young adults, and then become adult users at the library. So community is just so important.
Absolutely. Well, okay, so there is an upcoming event to mark the 110 years that you have been doing books. What are you doing to celebrate?
We are opening up the original 110-year-old stairs that you used to be able to enter. I used to enter when I was a little girl. It's a marble staircase, so you'll be able to enter through time up our staircase. There will be displays. We're offering refreshments. Our board members are going to be there with us. And I've got to tell you that George Trammell is our board president for 20 years, and his great-grandfather helped build Marion Carnegie Library originally. Isn't that crazy?
That is
like the roots run really deep.
Full circle for him.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll have them there, and lots of displays and lots lots of information and refreshment.
Shelley, when's this all happening?
This happens Monday from 5 to 7.
Okay. Now, for anybody in the audience who might want to attend the celebration or just learn more about the Marion Carnegie Library, where can they go?
Well, we're located at 206 Market Street on Marion, but you can also find all this information at our website, which is www.marioncarnegielibrary.org.
Thank you so much for coming in
Thank
today.
you.
Yes, I hope you have a great crowd, be able to walk kind of like you said through time
through
entering into
history.
the library.
Yeah.
Yes, Shelley. Okay, thank you for coming on to the show today.
Thank you.
Thanks.